Hello everyone. So we have Durga. Okay, I see Durga has already joined. So yes, okay. Till the time people are joining in, okay, I will okay, let people join, okay, and then I can share my entire plan that I want to share. So whoever has joined, okay, just put a yes so that I'll be clear that who all have joined. Hi Vinay, everyone. Hi Abhi. Hi Raj. Hi Ritik. Okay, good. So we have some more people joining. From today, not exactly today. Sir, can you please share what will the strategy if we start preparing from tomorrow? Yes. I'm going to share a detailed Excel. Okay, I was just sharing that right now, but I just thought that let more people join in. Okay, and then we can start. Okay, so there's a detailed Excel that every one of you should take it from me. Okay, and you guys should follow that. In fact, you should update it based on your own preparation level. Okay. Hi, Ashirwad. Hi, Akash, everyone. Great. So we'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes more. Okay. Meanwhile, how many of you here who have joined in? Okay. I just want to know that you guys have not started or you have recently started. When I say recently, it's like a month. Okay, from now, like past 1 month, you have started. Okay, or you are planning to start now. How many people are there like that? Just put a yes or something like that so that I can accordingly. So Karen says, not shy due to COVID, do you feel competition is going to be even increase even more? Karen, last year we had around 2,44,000 people who had registered for CAT exam, out of which close to 2 lakh people went to give exam. Okay, so I don't think the number is going to be more than that. Okay, it's going to be pretty much that, or it might even drop. So we don't know right now. I mean, COVID has like with regards to COVID, everything is so strange to everyone that no one can say anything. Karan is saying going on and off. Okay, I don't know why Karan going on and off. Okay, should be more streamlined for you. At least after today's session, when I'm going to share that sheet, okay, which I have prepared for you guys. After that, it should not go on and off. Okay, you guys have to stick to that sheet. Okay, and you need to keep updating it with regards to your own preparation. And every week, you need to create a summary of your own. Okay. All right. So I'll just go ahead and share the screen with you guys. So do you guys see the Excel sheet that I am sharing right now? All right, just put a yes. Great. Okay. So I see me. So only two people have put yes. Are you guys like it's clear everyone can read through things that I've written? Or if you think that the font size is low, okay, I'll put off my camera and then you can see the entire screen. So can you guys put a quick yes that you guys can see it? It's clear. It's visible. Vinay, I would just tell you to open it on a on a laptop if it's good. Shreya is asking me that sir, any chance that the exam will be delayed? Shreya, that's highly I mean, like unlikely to happen because NMAT has already declared the dates and NMAT has not changed the dates at all. In fact, if you go with the AICTE notification, okay, the colleges are going to start from 1st of August for the previous batches, and for fresh batches going to start from 1st of September. So there's not much of chance that it might get delayed. Okay, I don't think that that will happen. Okay, so people are saying it's not clearly visible. So let me just put off. Okay, now this is what I can do right now, and in case it's still not visible, okay, I'm going to. I can. All right, is it clearly visible now? Great. All right, visible, guys. Put a quick yes. It's visible. Better now. Okay, great. So if I zoom in more, then I don't think you will be able to see the entire screen. So yes, let me tell you that what I have done here. Okay, so if you start calculating from now, you will see that it's total of 25 weeks of time that we have for CAT exam. Though the official date is still not out, but yes, we know the trend. It's going to be the last Sunday of November, which is 29th of November that we are expecting it to be. With taking that into consideration, you guys can have that 25 weeks is there for your CAT exam to happen. Now, like this sheet, okay, it has got two parts of it. Okay, one is the study plan. Okay, I have done it for week one. Okay, I've not done it for all the 25 weeks because that purely depends on how you progress. Okay, so I am going to share this sheet with all of you guys through our WhatsApp groups. Okay, so in case you are not on any of our WhatsApp group, in this video down there's a description, okay, where you have the link for our night class. Okay, that happens on WhatsApp, so you can join that group, and I'm going to share that Excel there itself. Okay, and also with our students on the WhatsApp groups that we have. So first thing first, okay, before you start any of the week, okay, of your preparation, let's say for example today is 9th. Okay, I have started off, I have made this for last, like, since yesterday, so that's 8th. Okay, so considering, so one of the batches, okay, I've recently taken geometry, so I've put it in that manner. But then the topics and everything that you're going to put, okay, purely depends on what you are studying during that time. Okay, all right. So if I cover it in detail, okay, you see that there's a date section, and then there's section about visual things. On an average, I have considered that you are preparing at least for 3 hours on a daily basis. Okay, 3 hours on daily basis, which is, I'm not counting your lectures and all that. Okay, the lectures is something different. Okay, that you are doing to learn new things, but what is required is your own preparation on a daily basis. Okay, is required, and you need to check that on a weekly basis plan. All right, so what I've done is, if you see, this is very important. People do study, but they never keep a track of how much is done, what they have learned till now, what where they are struggling, what should be the next area of focus that they should have. So I have put that all of this in this Excel sheet in detail, putting that in every day. At least two sections I'm touching upon. It's not that I'm touching all three sections in a day, but two sections I'm touching upon. Geometry being like a heavy topic, that's why I put geometry. You see that 2 hours. Okay, then you can write down that you're done with 30 questions on circles or triangles, previous year paper. Okay, all of that. Now this is important. Okay, now any and every time when you're doing something, yes, in the initial phase, definitely you should go through the basic questions, but eventually you should start practicing on higher level stuff as well. Okay, yeah. Once you have done that, then definitely write down your remarks. Okay, like what was the problem area. Okay, so most of the time you will see people will be facing difficulty in terms of two things. One is concept clarity, or in terms of improving on speed. If concept clarity is a problem, okay, you can go back to your theory, study that. You can go back to the videos that we are sharing with you. Okay, go through the recordings, see the recordings again. Okay, so that you understand in terms of where your concept is wrong. Still, if you're not clear, again you have the doubt clearing that's happening. You can go there, attend the doubt clearing sessions, get it sorted. Okay, so this is how you see now over here for geometry. You see I put in for three days back to back. Okay, so geometry, for example, on 2 hours I put here, on ninth again 2 hours, okay, on 10th again 2 hours, like 6 hours geometry self study is required, something like that. Okay, now if you see that, okay, now 3 days you have done back to back cons, probably you would need some break, so have a break, no problem. Okay, so on 11th I have not shown any cons there. Okay, over there you have vocabulary, calculation techniques. Okay, now I have learned what you are supposed to do in that. Okay, what is the lesson that you need to learn, put that clearly. Till the time you are not clear with what you have done, what you need to do more, okay, it is not possible for you to track your growth. So checking progress on a daily basis, on a regular basis is required. So you guys can put down things, okay, like note down stuff that you have done, what you have learned, and all that. So Karan, okay, you said that your preparation is going on and off. On that, okay, on that, I wanted to tell you that if you are penning it down, writing it down in terms of basically what all things need to be covered, okay, what you have done, what you need to do, okay, what is your problem area. If you pen it down, it will be easier for you to track your growth. Some days ago I got a message from one of my students saying that, sir, I'm preparing for past 2 months, but I'm not confident about my preparation. Okay, and when I started checking, okay, say that, okay, are you good with this, are you good with that, okay, his answer is like, ha sir, I have done it to some extent, but I'm not sure. Okay, so what happens if you have not, if you have not literally measured things? See, it's a race that you're running in. Okay, it's a sprint that you're going to do 6 months down the line, okay, 7 months down the line, whatever. Okay, cat, nmat, snap, cmat, whatever exam that you're giving, it's a sprint, 3 hours, 2 hours exam that you're going to give. Okay, so that's why you need to literally see each and every minute thing, okay, of this exam. Each and every minute preparation of your exam is required there. Okay, so that's why you need to really write down things. For example, you see, in reading comprehension, okay, so recently I have put a video on our channel, that I think, yes, I have put that, okay, like what to expect in cat 2020 verbal section. You see, economic based RC has come every year. That has not been a single year where RC, like economic based RCs, have not come. Okay, so it takes a lot of time, which demotivates. Okay, Karan, so Karan, okay, your, I understand your concern, okay, that demotivates thing. Understand, Karan. So I know particularly about Karan. Okay, others I might not know much. Okay, but Karan, I think he has started preparation for 1.5 months ago. Okay, not more than that. It's just been a month of time. Okay, and so having the real time or the real picture in terms of expectation that you should have from yourself is also important. In case you are having an expectation that you sit down and you start solving questions, and at the very first go you will get things right, if it's going to be that smooth, okay, definitely cat is not cat then. Okay, so Karan, it's pretty normal. You will go through different phases of your preparation where you will find difficulty in terms of solving questions. Demotivation factor will come into picture and all that. That is what is required. If your goal is clear, if you are writing down things like this, if you see that, okay, next 1 week of time, where do I need to stand, if you are hell bent on this area, then you'll push yourself. Okay, or else what happens, see, right now it's just 1.5 months and you're feeling demotivated. Okay, 2 months down the line, if you're still not measuring yourself, you will further go down in terms of demotivation. Okay, so it's very important to pen down things, okay, of what you have done, what you're supposed to do also. So this excel that I'm sharing, this pattern that I'm sharing, okay, this should be prepared before the start of the week. Okay, and Sunday evening, Sunday daytime, okay, whenever you're free, you need to find the time and sit down literally an hour, okay, to make this excel for next 1 week of time. Literally pen it down, write it down, things for you. Lessons learned and remarks will not be updated at that point of time. That will be done as and when you prepare, you complete that 2 hours of preparation, and then you write down things. Okay, all right, so if I go down, you see that here, for example, just like this is a sample that I've shown. So you see that, if I zoom in more, okay, just to show that what I've written. So you see that 1 hour of reading economics. Okay, so in bracket I've written why nations fail. So that's one of the novels which I also read. Okay, and I remember it very clearly about this novel. Okay, it's a very good novel. Okay, why nations fail, that deals with economics. Okay, so you can read these kind of things. Okay, I'm going to put one more video that's going to that's going to talk about different sources through which you should read things. That's going to help you in terms of your reading comprehension and all that. Okay, so I'm going to share that. All right, so I'll take the questions also in between. So as I have college 6 hours daily in the morning, how should I allot my time, sir? Okay, Khadija, 3 hours is required. Okay, you need to really put in 3 hours. Okay, it's not that you need 3 hours at a stretch. You see that in the sheet here. Okay, I have broken it down. There are times where I put 2 hours and 1 hour, and there are also times where I put 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. Okay, this calculation technique is very important. I have a video coming in tomorrow on our channel that talks about how to work on your calculation techniques. You can watch that. That will help you. But then yes, 1 hour okay of time you can break it down in these ways also and sit in 3 sittings. Not necessary that you sit in one sitting itself and complete 3 hours. But then that's what Khatija, my answer to you is you need to be hell bent on this area that come what may, I have made a plan like this and I need to execute it. Okay, you need to be very specific on that. Okay, all right. So Aditya is asking me, sir, DI cons is okay, but can't able to because of vocabulary. So Aditya, you know the problem here. I think your answer is there in your question itself. When you know that vocabulary is a problem, you see I put that vocabulary also here somewhere. Okay, you see here vocabulary 1 hour. Okay, worked on finance based vocabulary. So work out things. Okay, literally work out things. Make your plan. People who achieve things, okay, people who achieve or crack these exams are the one who have got a very clear picture in front of them that what they are doing. Okay, if, they are going to do in the next 6 months of time. If you are going to be only saying that yeah, sir, I'm not able to do this, not able to do that, not able to, you guys need to plan things. As I said, okay, you guys need to plan stuff. Okay, and this Excel, when you put down things, okay, this is required. All right, so sir, NMAT is going to be conducted offline. Please make a video. Okay, all right. Can you please share this timetable video in description? Yes, and then okay, I just mentioned in the start of the video itself. I'm going to share this Excel template with you guys. Okay, if you have joined our WhatsApp group, okay, like I will share it on the group itself. If not, you can click on the link which is there in the description and join our group so that I can share this sheet there. Okay. All right, great. So, Akhil, sir, sometimes I sit for sharing for chapter if oh, now so one big area that in fact the major concern that I get from students towards this demotivation factor is that they are not able to stick to things. Okay, so Akhil, I'll tell you for it, and this is not for Akhil, this is for everyone. And I'm not sure okay, how many of you are huge cricket fans. Okay, but then I'm one of ardent cricket fan and you watch any of the interviews of any of the star cricketer or champion, okay, and just ask them about their good days or their performances and all that, okay, they will have one answer there, and the answer is this: that we had less good days, okay, and more bad days. They had more bad days and then less good days. Understand that, okay? So why I'm giving that example here is that everyone out there who is achieving something great in his life, okay, is going to have the good phase for a limited period of time, but that good phase, okay, makes such a great impact that people are known for that for for the entire life. So the way you should connect, Akhil, with your question there is this: that you will find areas where you will feel disheartened, okay, feel like leaving out things and all that. But if you're consistent, if you're pushing things, if you are on the problem that no, I will leave this till the time, I won't leave this till the time I have aced it. Okay, if I have not aced it, I will not leave it. You need to just challenge yourself. Okay, so that is how it is going to help you. Otherwise, if you just think that, oh, two questions you don't know and you left it, understand how what are you going to do on the day of cat. Why? Because cat is where you need to do only 50% of the paper. Other 50% you anyway not going to do. So what are you going to how are you going to handle that pressure there? So it's just that you need to focus on your target, okay, and you need to be very clear and precise in terms of achieving that. That's why I said, okay, if you pen it down like the sheet that I'm sharing, okay, if you pen it down here, okay, it will be something that yes, I need to achieve this. Take it for example, people who are working, okay, they will be able to connect it more. If your boss of your office, okay, has given you a deadline, has given you a target to achieve, okay, by a particular deadline, okay, be it in your, are you in sales, you're not in sales, you are like whatever work that you're doing. But if you have a deadline set, by this deadline I need to get this work done, what do you do in that case? Okay, you will sit down extra hours, okay, you will sit down probably late evening, late night, and you will make sure that the work is done. Okay, some days ago I had a session with my friend, okay, Prashant, from am Calcutta. Okay, so he's working with Procter and Gamble. Okay, and I just spoke to him casually on call some days ago, saying that, how's your work going on in lockdown and everything. His question, his answer was this, that I start my work at 7 in the morning. Okay, take just a 1 hour break in the afternoon sometime, and I wind up my work by 9 or 10 in the night. Like he starts 7, I like 7 in the morning. Like I sleep that time. I probably get at 8 or 9. Okay, like yes, 7 a.m. you start working. Like yes, I have to, because if I don't start that, okay, my entire day work is not going to be completed. So that's what. So understand now. This is something that I'm telling about people who have completed their MBAs, done with their IIMs. Okay, now they are working in their corporates. Okay, at a very significant position, making an impact there. So you need to be disciplined. You need to bring out those things. So that's why I'm saying, if you make a plan, you need to stick to it. And people who stick to it are the ones who will clear the exam also. That's the only answer that I'm going to have. But yes, with this sheet, it will help you be focused. It will help you to gauge your preparation, and you will see that when you are not doing things, okay, you will see that your preparation is not going up to the mark. All right. So over here, I'll just come down. So this is how you are going to work on the days wise. Okay. So at the start of the week, you will make this plan. At the end of the week, okay, you need to make your weekly progress summary. Okay. You need to work on your weekly progress summary. So I'm just sharing the summary here that you see. Okay. So let's say, for example, this is a summary, this is a sample summary that I'm sure, sharing here. I hope it is clear. Okay, and I can just zoom it a bit more. Okay. Yes. So this is the summary that I can share. Okay, the reason I'm showing you this summary is that like if you just keep on putting for days, okay, and you don't know end of the week that know how much of target you have achieved, how much of target you have not achieved. That is also important. Okay, so you should know that, okay, I set 10 things out there or 15 things for myself. Every day I had two things to be done, like in a span of 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, or something like that. You have broken down the entire thing. But towards the end, if you know that, yes sir, it was like, I could only do 50% of what I had set. So that is going to give you goosebumps. Okay, that is going to give you that, pinch, that no, I am not that serious for my preparation. I'm not working as per the plan set by myself. Okay, so if you yourself are not satisfied with your preparation, who else is going to be satisfied? So this is how you need to drill down and make sure that you're putting that section wise. You should know that yes, these are the four different sections, and every week there has to be some or the other progress happening in some of the sections. It can't be like this, that you will say that this entire week has gone, I have not studied DI at all. Okay, if you keep on doing that, you will see that there will be time where you must have left DI for 2 3 weeks, and then you suddenly like, okay, I'm doing DI after a month. That should never happen. It's okay if you can do less things. Okay, if you see that in this entire week, okay, I have only done DI for 2 hours. Okay, the plan that I shared about, there was only DI for 2 hours. Okay, but then in those 2 hours I worked on my calculation technique, and I identified that yes, I need to push more for next 3 weeks. This is my status. I have learned this thing. Okay, then I need to share, I need to work, I need to push myself on the calculation technique for more 3 weeks. Again, next week I'm going to see that where I'm standing, okay, and what I'm doing everywhere in terms of reading, vocabulary. So someone was asking me about vocabulary there. I think Aditya was asking me, or someone was asking me there. Okay, so Aditya, this is what you will see at the end of the week. You will see that where are you standing currently. Okay, all right. So I'll take some questions. Meanwhile, if you guys, other people who have any questions, okay, can ask me. And yes, okay, whoever, okay, how many people have joined, okay, then can also click on the like button for the video so that we can reach out to more people. All right, so Saurav has how to ensure not to be burnt out during mock test. Okay, okay, I'm good at one, but that time. Okay, good. So nice question, Saurav. Okay, in terms of burning out things. Um, you will see here. Okay, I'll just zoom out. Okay, and show you the picture here. Okay, so on the weekly plan. Okay, every week I have shown you to go, to give a particular mock. So you see, 5 days plan was given to you. Sixth day, 13th, okay, which is Saturday. So it depends, okay, on your individual schedule. On Saturday, I have shown cat full length mock. Okay. Now one day I'm giving you a full length mock where you're giving 3 hours of mock itself. Okay. The other day, which is like 2 days week off and weekend, I'm considering. So Sunday you will do a detailed analysis. Okay, and you'll work on the weekly progress. Now out of these 2 days, one day, okay, I will not say one entire day, but one half of the day you can take a break. Let's say, for example, you gave a mock for 3 hours. Okay, after that, do not sit down. Like some people have this habit of sitting down immediately for analysis. That's actually not good, because you're already so exhausted after that 3 hours of mock. Okay, you will not be able to do the analysis in a very good manner. So it's kind of, I would suggest that in that day you can take a 3 hours of mock and then rest other day, take a chill pill, take a break, okay, and then you can do your analysis next day. So I will not say tell you sort to have an entire day of break, okay. But yes, you can take half of the day break, okay, for 2 days, and like that you can try to like kind of take a chill pill in between so that you are not burnt out. Okay, but then yes, 6 months of time, these 6 months of time that you have in hand, okay, this you should be at the peak of your preparation. Okay, you should not go down saying that no 3 days I've taken a break. No, I will say that half day break can be taken for 2 days. Okay, and that can be dealt like that. Sir, I dare to attend the mocks. Okay, and I dare, but when it comes to attend the mocks or cons, I get down very badly. Prasad, again the same thing that I have told before. Okay, if you don't give mocks, anyways, you will not be able to score good in your exam. Okay, so like you just having fear of, understand, if you have so much of fear of giving the mocks. Okay, what is the fear that you're going to have on the day of your exam? So in that case, to get out of this fear, remove that fear out of your mind, out of your heart. Okay, you need to give more and more mocks. The more mocks you have given, the less you will be scared on the day of your exam. Okay, so just go and face it. Okay, it's reality. You have to do that. So can you please share which chapter should I do first in cons and then after geometry as well? Okay. Before that, okay, I will also share in terms of the mocks plan and what how you are supposed to make note of that. Okay, guys. So this is on the next tab that I have. So every week there are two tabs that you're supposed to maintain. Okay. One is the study plan and one is the mocks plan. So there should not be a single week that should go without giving test. Okay, like if I see there are 25 weeks that you have in hand. Okay, so you can easily, for people who have not started preparation at all, for them you guys can start giving your first mock 2 or 3 weeks down the line, the first mock. But apart from that, people who have been in the preparation for past 1 month or so, I think you guys should give one mock a week, at least one mock, one full length mock. Okay, apart from that, you see, I have also mentioned about the topic wise test here. So cons, okay, logical reasoning, coding, decoding. What these are just sample and examples. Okay, now put on your scores, put down your analysis notes. Okay, if I ask students, okay, like 2 months ago, whichever mock that you gave, what was the analysis notes? I see that a lot of people don't have a clear answer to it. They are randomly giving mocks. Okay, they are giving tests. It's not that they are not giving tests, but then what is the learning that they had? What did they learn from that topic wise test? What did they learn from that full length test? They don't have a very clear answer to it. Okay, here when you analyze, okay, for example, you didn't do the question selection properly. Okay, there can be a problem area. Very slow in calculations and you did silly mistakes in terms of calculations, that can be a problem area. Okay, like this is a type of question, faulty weights. Now faulty weights is a type of question in percentages. Likewise, you take any other topic, there will be another list of the type of like questions. So you can write down that, because that will give you clear picture. Like 2 months down the line, I have to just see that 2 months ago which mock that I gave and what was the problem area. It is such a easy and a nice thing to see that okay, these are my problem areas, these are areas where I have gone wrong. So even if 2 months down the line you give a mock, okay, you will be so damn aware about your problem areas, your your difficulty, your things that you went wrong, those things will be so damn clear to you that you will be aware of not repeating those mistakes. The worst that you guys can do to your preparation is to keep on repeating mistakes. Okay, if you guys keep on reporting mistakes, that's the worst that you guys can do to your preparation. So that's why this analysis notes will help you there. And I'm not telling you to write down analysis notes only and only for the full length mocks. You need to do it even for the topic wise as well as the sectional mocks as well. Okay, like for example, not good with the cons based coding decoding. Okay, so people think that like coding decoding, that's why I purposely wrote coding decoding, like coding decoding and these kind of topics. People see that no, I'm this is easy, I can do it. Okay, but then again the same thing, like areas where you get these like exams like CMAT, NMAT, SNAP and all that, where you get these kind of questions, you are suddenly you see that there will be questions which you will not be able to solve. Or one very basic problem area is speed time basis thing. So here you need to write down your remarks, that what are you going to do on that. You gave a mock, but then you have not analyzed it properly, you have not written down the notes properly, you don't know what how you're supposed to improve on that. If this is the way you're preparing, where this is a you don't have a clear path, so obviously the destination where you're going to land will also not be a very rosy picture to have. If you have a very clear picture that okay, this week these are things going to happen in my life in terms of my CAT preparation, my CMAT preparation, so yes, your picture is clear. You know that what you are going to get out of your analysis, your test, and what you're going to do on that. Okay, this thing should be very clear. Okay, now for example, you give a full length. Okay, that should also be like written down of what you need to do. Recently I was going through the analysis of one of my students. Okay, and I saw that and this is a very common problem that a lot of people do, is because they are not able to attempt much in the other say areas, they will attempt a lot in verbal. Okay, and by doing that, in that case the verbal attempts goes very high. Okay, that drops down the entire negative marks, because obviously they don't attempt that many questions correctly. I asked them about the reading speed, the reading speed is not even 200. So yes, these kind of things will happen. Okay, so you need to write down things, write down your problem areas, okay, and the remarks of what how you're going to improve on that. Okay, all right, so before I go ahead, I'll just take the questions again. uh, Oh, all right. So Saurav's question was something else. So Saurav, again the same thing. Okay, it is going to be a 3 hour exam for you. It's not going to be a 2 hour exam. CAT is going to be 3 hours. Three sections are there. A third section being cons. Okay, so people do get exhausted. Okay, I understand that happens, and that's the sole reason why you give mocks. Okay, now I don't know whether Saurav you have work or not. Okay, but then this is another problem area with a lot of students who come back to preparation after 2 3 years of gap, that they are not able to sit down for 3 hours. Okay, when I ask them that in the initial 2 3 mocks, okay, what happened, they just tell me that sir, I am trying to sit down for 3 hours, because in the first mock, sir, I just shut down the mock after 2 hours because I was not able to just sit down and concentrate. So I tell them that take more 2 or 3 mocks, but the challenge for you is that you are not going to leave. You're going to do and sit down the entire paper, solve question. Just sit there, give your brain that work. You need to build that. Okay. So it's just that Saurabh, if you go for jog, okay, the day one will not be able to jog for even 15 20 minutes. Okay, I am currently working with 23 months, okay, till today. So yes, that's why I think you're coming up with this question. But that's what my answer is. Okay, that when you start anything new, you start with jogging. Also, you're not going to start with like a stretch 30 minutes of non-stop jogging in the initial time. That will not happen. Initially, you're going to start with like 5 minutes, okay, and then take a gap of 2 3 minutes, again 5 minutes. You'll do that. So start building that thing. Okay, start giving sectional wise back to back. Okay, so that will also help you, like giving one section. Between section, you can take a break. So that's what I'm saying. Take section wise test. Okay, so like you can give 2 3 full length in terms of this section thing. So like section wise, you gave one section of cons, took a break of 10 minutes, then took another section of verbal, then like the same format. Okay, like verbal first, then logic, and then cons. Okay, likewise you can cover up say some 9 section wise tests that you have, and then you can jump onto your full length. That can also help you, wherein you are taking those break of 5-10 minutes, okay, between the sections. But then, as I said, first 5 mocks, after you are done with first 5 mocks, this problem of getting exhausted will be done. Then you will not face that. All right. So other questions that I have, we just started off just five. Do we have to improve camera because yeah, but we don't know the tricks of solving that fast. Okay, Bhumika. Okay. I think for you, I know from which batch you are. I know the schedule. Okay, you will have some sessions on calculation techniques. Okay, so do not worry. Okay, you will have 2-3 sessions. Okay, on calculation techniques also. So through that, you will get exposure to how to do things faster. Okay, so we should give easy level in 1 week and moderate level week 2 or before that. Raj, that purely depends. But then obviously, you see, in fact, I would say that in 1 week you can cover up all easy, moderate, difficult also. But then if your score in the easy level and moderate level has been really low, okay, then you need to work out things before you go to the tough level. So I will say that that purely depends on your analysis notes, okay, and also depends on what you have written down in your remarks. That what all things you need to cover up in like based on the test that you have given. Only then you should take out things. Once it only takes how many and Karan, so if you're taking down 35-40 minutes for one set, okay, that means you need to ask yourself that where what is the problem area there. Majorly, people have this problem area of identifying the starting point. Okay, so try and work out with more and more puzzle sets. Okay, that how to find the starting point faster. Okay, give yourself more and more exposure to it, and with time you will see that it will eventually come down. Okay, it's still 1.5 months of your preparation, I guess. So if you're firstly in your mocks, if you're able to solve 2 sets completely right at this point of time, it's a good thing according to me. Okay, that's first thing. But in case you're not able to solve 2 questions also, 2 sets also in your cat, okay, like you cat your mock, then definitely you should sit down like an offline, go through your questions, identify those 2 sets, and see that if you can do that in a span of 20 minutes. So ideally, a 20 minutes time in the initial phase of your preparation, 20 minutes time for one set is good enough. Likewise, you can do 2 sets at least in your mocks, okay, like that, because sometime you'll also go in selecting the set. So at this point of time, 2 sets is still fine, okay, and then eventually you can like if you reach down to that level where you start getting at least say 8 to 10 questions right, okay, which is like close to 30 marks, then we'll come down to the further level. Okay. Yes, Akshay. Okay, LOD 1 is good. LOD 2 is, in fact, good cat level, tough level questions. LOD 3 you should not do at all. Okay, for Arun Sharma, LOD 1 is good enough. LOD 2 is tough level. Okay, this is for Arun Sharma. All right, guys. So, guys, if you guys have any, do you guys have any questions more that you want me to answer before I have like the closing notes for the session today? Okay, meanwhile, I'll just put another reminder for people who have not liked the video. Please go ahead and like the video, okay, before we would have the sign off. So, yes, okay, how frequently mock should be given? Okay, Hiren, I have already answered that question. In a week, you should definitely have one full length cat mock. Okay, and several depends on 2 or 3 topic wise or sectional tests. Okay, that depends on your preparation, but at least a total of 3 tests somehow should definitely happen, like 2 topic wise and one full length. It should definitely happen. Not necessary that every week you give cat full length only. You can also switch down to a nmat full length. You can switch down to a snap full length. Okay, you can give that as well. All right, so guys, on that note, I will wind up today's session. And okay, so we have some questions coming towards the end. All right, I'll take this last question for the day. Okay, Akhil sir, these things happen as sessions are pursuing. Sometimes I miss previous chapter, but should we go back to them? Yes, 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 Akhil. Very much required. Very much required. In fact, I will show you here. Okay, on the screen right now. I'll go back. So, for example, geometry. Okay, say on day three of my geometry preparation. Okay, like this. This is something that you're preparing at home. Okay, so you see here that I have put in 1 hour geometry revision required after 15 days. I have written down here. Like this is where I have done 3 sessions of geometry preparation at home at my own level after completing all my lectures and everything, and then I have come down here. Okay. So I have written down 1 hour geometry revision required after 15 days. So after 15 days, it should be there in your mocks plan. You should have that in your program somewhere written that like two in the third week of my preparation, 1 week of geometry revision is required. Now, what are you going to do in that geometry revision? Simply whichever questions that you have seen, you are going to see through those questions again. You're going to go through the properties again. You're going to do all of that again. That's what you're going to do, Akhil. Okay. So this way, what happens? You will not come back to a particular topic after a long period of time. A 1 hour of quick revision on geometry question that you have studied 15 days ago, it is still good. Okay. All right. Okay. I was about to end this session and now I'm getting more questions. Okay, Saurav. Okay, that's an elaborate discussion that depends on a lot of factors. Okay, on how you will be able to increase your scores. Shreya is asking from where to prepare LR. Okay, Shreya, I mean, I'm not sure. Okay, if you are MBAP student or not. Okay, so we are updating advanced material for our students. Okay, these days. So in some time we'll also have the LR advanced material coming in. So from there we'll suggest our students to prepare. Yes, and then okay, I'll update this sheet on the groups. Okay, and from there you can take it. All right, guys. You go. Yes, Ganesh, you can start with word power made easy. Okay, that's initial phase is good enough, but eventually you will have to move on some higher level words as well for cat. All right, guys, thanks for joining in. On that note, I will finish and end today's session. And if you have any more questions, okay, I'll take that offline through the comments. Thank you.